what's up, it's DJ. I'm back and it's time to do the news. Today we've got information on the next patch for Farm Sim 25, more new mods with Giant software, and an update on Alma, Missouri. There were over 30 topics that were released while I was away, so I would expect to see a couple more news videos this week than normal. And if in general you just like staying updated with all the latest news in Farming Simulator, make sure you subscribe. Let's check out today's news. Giant Software announced some big news on Friday last week, saying that the next patch for Farming Simulator 25 is coming soon. This patch, likely version 1.5, will be fixing some crashing problems specifically on consoles, as well as improving performance, which we can all appreciate, and delivering some important fixes overall to the game. Giants don't normally announce when patches are coming, so this is definitely out of the ordinary. But hey, that's kind of what we've come to expect for Farm Sim 25. This is definitely a welcome change. Is there anything you'd like to see in the next patch? Probably a little bit too late now, but hey, let me know. The mod waiting times list was updated this morning with one number missing from the usual post. Number of mods waiting to be tested. I figured it was only a matter of time before this was removed, but it's still nice to get a small update. The list is really there for modders to help them out and know what to expect, and it's less for the average player as it really gives the average player no information. Hey, right now the list for newly submitted mods is 18 work days, down from 21 10 days ago. For submitted mod updates, it's 7 work days, and for failed and resubmitted mods, it is 3 work days. If you'd like to follow the thread on the Giants forum, you can check out the link below beside mod wait time. LAMMA 25 is over, and I've made it back to North Carolina safe and sound. The event was absolutely epic, and the community meetup was also incredible. I've already dropped my vlog and a full Q&A session from the meetup, so make sure to check those out if you'd like to see all the awesome tractors and equipment, as well as some great questions answered live from some of your favorite creators. The vlog is pretty short, just about 14 minutes. However, the Q&A is right at an hour, so grab your popcorn and a comfy spot on the couch and enjoy. I'll leave both videos linked down below for you if you'd like to check them out. Now let's jump over to modern news. We're going to start with Classic American Icons modding and their Series 3 Big Bud, which as of the last news video has been submitted for testing on the Mod Hub. They're continuing work on their other buds while we wait, but these are just the first ones in line. I've shown off the Series 3 in great detail over the past few weeks and months, but you can expect some new liveries from the USA and Canada versions, in addition to waving flags, blade mount, and all the awesome things you remember from FS22. Keep an eye out for them. Also, Classic American Icons have finished up their Lizard Titan blade and submitted it for testing as well. This hooks up via 3-point hitch and can be used with anything that supports said 3-point hitch, making it super versatile. Both mods will be for all platforms, just like pretty much everything in these videos. Moving along now, and we've got Agritolno and their John Deere 7J. This mod has been finished up and is now with Giants for testing. They say for the 25th, it introduces several in-game improvements, new options, and now features version 7030 with a lot of things and gear lever changes, which is cool. Now, I'm not quite sure what they mean for the 25th, but I'm going to assume this is a 25th version, maybe 25th anniversary. Nonetheless, we've got that gear knob change in these new versions, so that is great news. Agritolno finishes by saying that now all we've got to do is wait for the testing. Additionally, we've got some new screenshots of their Silverado, and finally we know what it's going to be. It's not the 3500 like we had at Farming Simulator 22. Oh no, this is the Silverado 6500. Kind of reminds me of the International CV that we've got in the base game, but nonetheless still super awesome. 2 screenshots were shared, both in red, and both are of a single cab with a super long body on the very back. One of them was a dump bed, was a dump bed, and the other one was just a standard bed. Agritolno usually includes a bunch of different bodies and different attachments for their truck model, so I don't expect to see anything different here. So at the very least, we've got to see their dump truck as well as that long truck bed. Now let's move along and talk about a modder that we have not talked about in a long time, since June of last year. EY Modding. They say, hello, I'm still alive, although not as active as I used to be. I'm still here. And they also shared some screenshots of mods that they've already converted for Farm Sim 25. Included, we have the John Deere Model A, which is, oh, I can't wait. And we get to see the McCormick Deering W4. Both of these mods were originally in Farming Simulator 22. now they're bringing them back apparently. Both of these were super popular as well, with the John Deere Model A back at Farm Sim 22 receiving a 4.6 star rating, and the McCormick Deering with a 4.7. Unfortunately, no information, or literally, I guess anything, was really shared about these, but I know that UI modding was super popular back in Farming Simulator 22, and I wanted to make sure that you knew exactly what was going on for Farm Sim 25. So right now, all we know is they've converted some stuff, and that's about it. So then we move away from tractors and we move into trucks. And of course, you can't talk about trucks without talking about 82 Studio and his TLX series, specifically the TLX Phoenix. He recently did a live stream showing off even more different attachments and things like that he's working on for Farm Sim 25, including bumpers and even a winch attachment. Now, a few of these we've already known about, but it's very cool to see even more. If you'd like to check out the entire live stream, I'll definitely make sure to leave that link down below for you. And of course, as always, make sure you tell him that DJ sent you. That's not the only semi-truck that we've got, because Slush's Modding also dropped some information and some screenshots of their Lizard W900B, which is based off of the Kenworth, which I think just pulled the badges off. Totally legal, so nothing wrong with that. They say they are working and tweaking the Farming Simulator 22 model to bring it up to FS25 spec. They also say that there's been a lot of requests to have the sleeper cab version of the W900B, so they're going to be adding that as well. However, there is something you need to know, since Farming Simulator 22 mods don't appear to be being submitted or being accepted anymore. They will only be updating this for the Farming Simulator 25 version, the new one, and the Farm Sim 22 version will not be changed. Nonetheless, they seem to be posting about the W900B every few days, so keep an eye out, because we'll probably be sharing more information soon. Something I'm super excited about is an update to the Lizard Tardis pack from Alma Missouri. She says in the next update, there will be full color choice for all of the trailers with custom colors in the pack. She's also planning on adding a new combine harvester to the pack, which is super cool. If you were at the LAMMA event and were able to check out my stage show either Wednesday or Thursday, I actually showed off this mod pack as one of the mods that I think is one of the most game-changing mods out there. So definitely, if you haven't downloaded the Lizard Tardis pack from Alma Missouri yet at Farm Sim 25, definitely go do that right now. Next up, RossN Mods has not one, not two, but 8 new mods and 1 update wood giants right now awaiting testing. These include the Bailey Bale and Pallet Trailer Pack, the JCB 220X Excavator, Bailey Bowser, JCB E-Tech Power Pack, the Teletruck, the JCB Fast Track 4000 Icon, which is your update. We also have the Fast Track 8000 Icon, JCB attachments, and the Agri Load-All. It's definitely been a bit of a downer not having a bunch of JCB mods to start off with, especially with how insanely large of a pull JCB has, even in the UK community, as I saw at LAMMA. I think the JCB booth was the largest one there. I also got to check out a bunch of the Bailey trailers, and I even got to talk to the family that owns Bailey trailers, which was super cool. To say that RossN Mods has done an extremely faithful representation of all of these trailers in Farm Sim might be one of the biggest understatements of the century. So you definitely want some cool UK mods. Check out all of his JCB and Bailey mods that are either out and coming soon. Bit of a fanboy moment right here with RossN Mods, but hey, some information. Had to share it with you. All right, next up, we've got BC Bueller Farms and his weekend update. His weekend update series used to come out every single weekend. However, with Farming Simulator 25, there's been less and less of them just because there was, well, nothing to share. But we've got some really cool stuff happening right now. He gave a showcase of his itch.io page, with the Fiber Dash and Amity Beat actually not out yet, but everything else is either out or with giants for testing. He did mention that if you find any issues or any problems with his mods that you've downloaded, you can go on his Discord page and report any bugs. His Volvo WIA is being worked on, which is super cool. Man, this was like one of my favorite mods, truck mods to use back in the day, so super cool to see that. Also looks like the bulk truck bed pack might also be in here as well. And of course, that Fiber Dash trailer that we have been talking about. Currently still getting some testing done on it, and it's going through kind of like a public beta, if you want to think about it like that. Again, PC players can download it on his itch.io, and once everything has been able to be fixed and all the bugs have been squashed, well, then it's going to be wood giants waiting testing, of course. Oh yeah, can't forget about that international CV. Man, that thing's epic. Like before I left to go to LAMMA on January the 10th, on Friday, I told you guys that the Frankenmuth farming map from Taylor Farms had finished and was submitted for testing. Well, I want to let you guys know that the map did fail testing a couple days ago. It failed for a shader issue on consoles, which is a fairly normal thing, and failed on the alfalfa on the map. Taylor Farms said the issues didn't show up for them in the test runner tool, so they will see what they can do to get those fixed up. As of Thursday, January the 16th, the map was submitted for testing once again for all platforms. I've already shared the full spec list for the map, but if you guys want to check that out, definitely check out Taylor Farms, linked below to see the full spec sheet, and I'm assuming the mod description probably of the map. It is extensive to say the least. Some other great news from Mapper's Paradise is Welker Farms. They say that the map has been finished and it was submitted for testing. This was also 10 days ago, which was our last news video, but still very cool to see. Welker Farms, hopefully heading our way very soon. Also, big quick shouty outy to Blobby from Mapper's Paradise. It is a birthday today, so happy birthday. And lastly, we have an update to Alma, Missouri, one of my favorite maps of all time from Celebuki. They say the main farm is finally finished. Not the map, just the main farm. They say we'll have plenty to do on the main farm with horses, sheep, cows, chickens, all that. The main farm also now has a large silo bunker, which it did not have previously, and a large silo with a capacity of 16 million liters. Bring it on! I gotta be honest, it looks almost nothing like it did back in Farming Simulator 22, but I'm okay with that. I think it's really nice to change things up. It gives a nice refresh, and it's almost like it's moving forward, if you think about it like that. Sure, the map was released only a year or two ago at this point, but a lot can change in just a few years. So in a way, it's kind of like they remodeled the farm or something like that. Not that that happens often, but hey, you never know. Now that the main farm is done, Celebuki says the next thing to do is going to be the farm over by the main town. You guys remember the second series I did on Alma, Missouri? I did that at that second farm, so that's the one he's doing next. And the one I'm doing next is the segue to the outro. Here we go. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Just like every episode of Farm Sim News, links to everything we talked about today can be found down in the description. Remember, there are no release dates for mods, so no one knows when any mod's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Hey, I still got it. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I missed you guys. It is really great to be back. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check out notification bells well, that way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. See you later. Man, I had an awesome time last week at LAMMA. It was so much fun. I got to meet a lot of people, but it is good to be back in the studio.